forget to post this, it'll be on my computer. The internet's not that great here, so I'm just going to post it at home. If some reason I forget, just send me a reminder later saying I haven't, even if it's like 8 o'clock, you know, and I'll post it. It won't take long, I don't think. Okay, so number 1 is on there. All right, on this one, you can type them in, but I'm just going to subtract. I'm just going to do -9 minus -1. What's that?
8.
-8. Okay, so yeah, all of them have that. So we got to keep going. What is 2 minus 3? -1. Okay, so we're starting to eliminate some of them. 0 minus 8? -8. Then -5 minus -1. And then 7 minus 4.
3.
And 9 minus 7. So which one's your answer? B. There you go. How do we feel on that? Good. Okay. The next one's on there. Okay. If you add 0, what are you going to get? The same thing, right? So whichever one matches, it looks like it's B again. We're good. I'm sure y'all are getting so tired of this. This is our 3rd day on this. But all right, the next one, I guess this whole page is on. Oh, I'm lying. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That one wasn't on there. Y'all, I'm sorry. It's been rough. Huh? So no, number 2 wasn't on there, but number 3 is on there. I'm just looking at the study guide. And yeah, it's, every one of them's matching. There. Okay. Sorry. Okay. This one. It's on video and everything. That's good. Okay. 14 equals 2K. All right. So I'm just going to set those up.
This one's on there?
This one. Yes, this one is on there. Yeah.
I don't think we'd complain if you gave us the same thing.
Well, I've got it. I just was looking at. I've got the study guide here, and I was looking at the study guide here, and I was like, man, these are just matching. I was supposed to be looking at the test. Okay, but number 1 is on there. Okay.
And number 3 is
And number 3 is on there. So if I put 14 equals 2K, how do I solve for K? Divide by 2. And so K is 7. All right, then let's keep going. I would go on to the F. Okay, which one goes with 4F? -20. So 4F equals -20. Then what do you do? Divide by 4. And F is -5. So we have a 7 and we have a -5. Now this is a trick. So the negative W squared equals -49. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide them both by a negative, right? So I would get W squared equals 49. You can actually get 2 answers on this one. Does everybody understand that? What can you square to get 49? 7 or -7. That's right. Okay, because they'll both multiply them and they'll both get you 49. Okay. Now, number 4 is not on there. Gosh, it skips way down. Maybe we'll come back to some of them. I don't know. It looks like number 7 is next. Did y'all want to just enter this in the calculator? Yeah, so even if y'all got that, I'm still just going to go through it in case somebody else needs to see it. So you'll just press second matrix. So second, and then this little blue right there. Go over to edit. And then these are, let's see, 2 by 2s. 2 rows, 2 columns. So I'll press in 2 by 2. And then just type in the numbers, 5, 4, 8, 2. Do the same exact thing for this one. Press second matrix. Go over to edit. And I'm going to call this matrix B. So press enter. It's also a 2 by 2. -1, -6, 4, and 3. Is everybody with me? So then we'll quit all that, and then we'll say matrix A times matrix B. So I press second matrix, and I select that one. I press enter, times, same steps. second matrix, and go down to B. And then there's your answer, which is A. Okay. All right, let's keep moving. The next one. This one's on there. I wouldn't make a matrix. I would just kind of count it all up. So I think it just, huh? What'd you? You don't know how to do this one? You should know how to do this one. You play football. I shouldn't know how to do this one. I don't play football. But you know, watch, I'll show you. How much is a touchdown worth? 6 points. And it tells us all that for people like me in here. Okay, how much is a field goal worth? 3 points. And how much is a safety worth? 2 points. Do y'all even have that in high school? It doesn't happen. Okay, so anyway, that's 2. It would be 2 points if it happened, I guess. And then, what is that? I always forget what that says. Point after touchdown. 1 point. Okay. All right, so that's what all those things are. It's just a lot of information. So look, it's telling you, Logan, Team A scored 6 touchdowns. How many points would that be? They scored 6 touchdowns. 6 times 6 is what? 36. So I'm going to write that down. They scored 3 field goals. So that's 3 times 3, which is 9. They scored 0 safeties. Okay? And then, or I don't know, do you score a safety? I don't know. Okay, whatever. And then they got 5 points after touchdown, so that's plus 5 more. So that's what Team A's total is. That's all you're looking for. You're just adding up. So I would do 36 plus 9 plus 5, and it's 50. So Team A is at 50, and I guess that's my answer. So, but then if you had 2 of them that said the same thing, you'd have to do the same thing for Team B. All you're doing is adding up points.
I thought it was some quiz.
See, you should.
Well, because I thought you had to do matrix.
Well, that's what they suggest, but I think that's just making it more difficult. There's a couple more problems on here like that that y'all can do without making a matrix. Okay, this one, all it wants to know if it's defined or not. So let's just list what size matrix is this one. A 2 by 2. And look, Logan, if you needed to write that down, up here, write some of this down because you can use this on your quiz. Were you in here when I said that? I mean, on your test. You can use the study guide on your test. So anything you write on it is just to help you. Okay, so sorry, y'all said that's I need to see if that's on there. It is. A 2 by 2. What is this one? It's a 1 by 2. It's rows by columns. I'll write that down. Rows by columns. Okay, do the middle numbers match? No, so it's undefined. Middle numbers didn't match. I'll put that. The 2 and the 1 didn't match, so it would just be undefined. Okay?
Wait.
Uh-huh. So on this one, you have to know what size matrix. So how many rows is this one? 1, 2. So that's where that 2 comes from. How many columns is it? 1, 2. That's where that 2 comes from. Okay?
So rows are up and down.
No, rows go like this. Columns on a house are up and down. It's rows by columns. This one has how many rows? 1 row, just 1 little row, but 2 columns. So that's why it's a 1 by 2. Okay? These are rows. And then these are columns.
If the middle's down,
Yeah.
it's always undefined.
Yep. Since the 2 and the 1 didn't match, it was undefined.
Rows are pews in the church.
Yep, that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah. I lose it every time. I think columns are like matrix.
Yeah, I'll do that to check myself.
Oh, yeah. And then you can just put it in your calculator and see if you can multiply it. If you couldn't multiply it, then it was undefined. If you could multiply,
in the little thing, and then
It
goes
shows-
switches.
yeah. Okay. Now then the next one, I'm getting ahead of myself. The next one we're doing is number 11. Number 11. This one, you would just put it in your calculator and find the determinant of it. So let's go over that. Again, you press second matrix. Matrix is that blue right there. So second matrix. And we have to go over to edit. And it's a 3 by 3. Okay? And I'm going to enter in all the numbers. So my first row, -6, 4, 4. Then -2, -5, 2. 4, -5, 1. Okay? And then we will, I'll quit that, second quit, and I'll go to, I think I gotta go to matrix, math, thank you, and see how the first word that stands for determinant. So I'm gonna do the determinant, and now I gotta go pick my matrix. So second matrix, A. The determinant of matrix A. I don't know if you have to close the parentheses or not, but there it is, it's 130.
So 10 what number?
No, 10's not. Now, there may be one like it in the short answer or something. Because I'm kind of surprised that's not on there. Okay, is everybody good with number 11? Yeah. Anybody still copying? No? Okay, that one was B. All right, let's see. Then I have number 12. So again, it's a lot of typing in here. If you don't know how to type it in here, then you better ask me. So second matrix, and this is a 2 by 2. 2 by 2. And I'll just enter in all my numbers. And do this same thing, go to quit. Now it wants to know if it has an inverse. So I'm gonna pick matrix A, I press enter, and there it is. How do you type the inverse? Yeah, it's the matrix button. It's that -1. Anything to the -1, that's the inverse. There it is. That's what it looks like. So if you wanted to remind yourself, maybe on your paper, write down that. That's what you're going to do. Type in your matrix and put it to the -1. And there's your answer.
You have to do the second quit after that, right?
Yeah, every time you enter it in, then you'll have to quit and then do this.
That's what I like wrote in.
Is that what it, is like I knew it was doing with something like, I want to say.
Yeah. If you want to get it, you have to bring it up.
Okay, let's see. I'm on the next page. All right, our next one is number 14. Is anybody still on number 12? Nope? Okay. Number 14. What's the solution? Solve using matrices. So if you need to write it out, and I'm going to write it. What are all the numbers in the front of the X's and Y's? 1, 6, and then what? 1, 5. Does everybody know where I got those numbers from? There's 1X, 6Y, 1X, 5Y. That's where 1, 6, 1, 5 came from. Okay? There's my X and Y. And what numbers go over here? 10 and 1. Okay, so that's how it might be a good idea for you to write that first. So then you know, okay, I'm trying to solve for this. So what needs to move over? This whole matrix. How do you move that over? Use the inverse to move it. If you need to make a note, use the inverse to move this matrix. If you need to write that down. I don't know if you do or not. So I would do that to the inverse times this. Does that make sense, y'all? Do y'all remember doing that? It feels like it's been forever for me, so I don't know how y'all feel. Okay. So what I would do is type this one in my calculator. Don't worry about the whole inverse thing. We'll come back to that. Just type this matrix in and type this matrix in. And remember, we're going to have to use that one first. So let's go to second matrix again, edit. Basically a calculator test. 1, 6, 1, 5. And then this one is a 2 by 1. So did everybody get theirs entered in? So I'm going to say matrix A inverse times matrix B. Go down to B. And there it is. Your X is negative 44 and your Y is 9. B. Did y'all all get that? Yeah? Okay. Let's see. Then we have this one. It may take me a minute to remember how to do this one. Y'all don't like that one? What was the answer on this one? Was this in leaps and bounds? It's probably, I'm pretty sure it's just leaps and bounds every time. Wish they could have been a little more creative on this program and had some other options. Yeah, it looks like it's just. You want me to go over it?
I thought it was leaps and bounds.
What'd y'all say?
Is it on the test?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
If it's leaps and bounds.
Oh, let's learn it for Ayla. Okay. I'm just gonna have to remember.
Is this the most problem?
Let me do a little run through to make sure I do it right the first time.
So it is leaps and bounds?
Mm-hmm.
It's
always leaps
It's
and
bounds.
to negative 1.
Time. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
It's going to be leaps and bounds.
But I just don't want to embarrass myself again. At 3 rows, 6 columns. Look, what I want y'all to do first. Why don't everybody just enter these in? Enter this as matrix A and enter this as matrix B. Or if you need to do this problem, some of y'all may be fine with it. But if you're trying it out, I'm just typing them into my calculator. Matrix A is a 3 by 3, matrix B is a 3 by 6. And I'm just typing in all the numbers.
What's the issue set? What was the issue set? There's several.
Did you type them both in? Okay, once you type them in, it tells you what to do on here. It says, use A inverse to decode it. This one's working backwards. So you're going to type in A inverse times B. And then it's going to give you a matrix. And then I'll show you what to do with that. So it kind of gives you a hint on that. Use A inverse times B. And then on my calculator, if you look up here, that should show you, like you should have gotten the same matrix answer. And then you use that. So 12 is an L, 5 is an E, 1 is an A, and it goes through leaps, and then the 0 is your space. And then the next word is and, space, bounds, space, space. So it's leaps and bounds. Okay? Everybody kind of good with that? All right. The next one on there is number 18, and I'm probably just going to take it off because we didn't do that, did we? Yeah. We're going to take that one off. We will do a few of these. Hold on. This right here, it's on there, but you're going to skip it as well. The next few problems, these are called vectors. I don't know if y'all will learn this. I don't think you do this in physics. No, and I really like to teach vectors. And of what? Physics. So I wish we could have gone over vectors, but what a vector does is it takes you in a direction. It like sends something to somewhere. So I don't know. What did y'all learn about vectors?
We haven't got there yet.
Oh, okay.
Probably won't get there for a while.
I worked in it.
Oh.
An arrow that describes the motion.
Yeah, it has a direction that you're gonna go. Like you're gonna move in that. But anyway, so I wish we could have gone over vectors, but I think at this point, once we just take this test tomorrow, I think I'm just ready to move to the next thing. I could go back, but I mean, it's not like you're going to learn something super advanced about vectors for college. But anyway, I wish we could have learned it. If you see that on there tomorrow, we're just going to skip them. And notice they don't use parentheses for a reason. They use these little thing. Yeah, I don't know what to call them, but that lets you know that's a vector. That's not an ordered pair. It's moving in a direction. Okay, anyway, so several of those to skip. There's 3 of those. So you, like, on your test, skip 4 problems in a row. I'm just going to print it like that because I'm not remaking it. This one, do I need to go over adding?
Is that one on there?
It's on there. Yeah, this is the first short answer.
No, what's the answer? That's another.
Oh, the answer, hold on. But y'all, I don't mind going over it if y'all just tell me.
No, I know how to do it. I just don't know the answer.
Okay. Give me just a second. Oh, I found them. That's number 1. Did y'all get this? -7, 2, 4, 1. Okay. So there's that one. Then we already did one like that. Number 3, there's one like that. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. I will go over this one. Oh yeah, I can write on this. I forgot. Yours, if it had a minus sign here, how would you solve it? You would add it. It has an addition sign here, so what are we going to do to move it? Subtract. So just watch for that tomorrow. But I'm going to write it here so I have enough room to work it out.
So you do the opposite this time?
Yep, you do the opposite. To move it, you have to do the opposite. So like on this paper, that's -5, 2. Yeah. I was just rewriting the problem so I have a little room. Okay, so since it has a plus sign, the only way for me to move it over is to subtract that whole thing. So I get, that goes away. 6 minus 2 is 4. -5 minus a -7. Thank you. -1 minus 8. 2 minus 3. -1. 3 minus 8. -5. And then -4 minus 0. So there you go. You solved for x. You just subtracted all these numbers from all those numbers. That's it.
You don't have to do the flip thing.
No.
And can you enter that in the calculator when you subtract it?
Yeah, so you could just do, oh yeah, like to add them or something. Or yeah, you can just say this in your calculator minus this. Or you can enter in your answer that plus that should equal that kind of thing. You can check yourself in different ways. Okay, the next one.
You could just put B minus A.
Yeah. You could have done it in your calculator. But I think it might be a minus sign tomorrow, so you'll add. Okay, inverses. Which one says inverses? Number 5. Okay, I knew there had to be one of these. It says, are these inverses? How do you know if they're inverses?
Put it in A and put it to the -1.
And then if it gives you that
And it
answer,
gives you the
then
other one, it's inverse.
Oh, that's cheating. But yeah, that works. If you multiplied them, it would give you, this is what I was looking for. It would give you this matrix if you multiplied these two. But you are correct. If you type in A inverse and it gives you that, then that's its inverse. But really, I think, wouldn't you have to check them both? You would have to do
I don't.
B
I
inverse and make sure that one.
don't. I don't.
I don't know. Maybe.
They
Okay.
all work for me either way.
Yeah.
So you just multiply.
Yeah, I would just multiply them, and then they should equal that. So I would do, so see, I would just say this. A times B should equal that. So if I went to matrix A, 2 by 2, -1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I do the same thing, matrix B is also a 2 by 2, -1, 2, -1. And then I quit. Now I'm going to multiply them. What is matrix A times matrix B? Well, did that not work? Did I put it in wrong? Or is that one supposed to be no?
That
It
one
says
says
no.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, I thought that was supposed to work. Anyway, it was supposed to be 1001. See how it wasn't?
It has to be the diagonal.
It has to be 1001. Yeah. So that one's no. That scared me because I thought it was supposed to be yes. So.
Oh, it's always gonna be the same? 1 0 1?
It's always going to look like, if they're inverses, it's always going to be like that. Ones are in the diagonal and all the other numbers are zeros every time. So this one was no. Okay. Number, where am I at? I think I'm at number 7. Okay, number 7. So this one we've already done. How do you move that matrix that's out front? Inverse it and just move it over here. So I'm going to move it over here to the inverse and multiply it by that. Okay? So I will put it in my calculator. Let's edit matrix A again, where it's a 2 by 2. -1, -3, 2, that's already a 2, 5. Matrix, let me go edit the second one. This one's a 2 by 1, and it's 7, -2. Now again, to move that, we have to inverse it. So I called that matrix A, and I call this matrix B. So I'm going to do A inverse times B. And 29, -12. That's the answer. Is everybody good with that? Yeah? What do I have next? Oh, I think I'm on my last one. Oh, wait, no, I lied. I'm not. Gosh. Okay. This one, all they want, they don't want an answer. They just want you to write it as the coefficients, the variables, the constants. Do y'all remember how to do that? What are the coefficients? What are the numbers? 3, -2, -1. Okay? 3, -9, 4, and -8, 4, -9. What are the variables? A, B's, and C's. And then what are the constants? That's all they want. Okay? That's your coefficient, your variable, and your constant. You can't do number 9 or 10. I think that maybe both of them are on there. 9 and 10. So there's just lots of skipping. Okay? Is everybody okay with this?
Somehow do it, can it be bonus?
Like which one?
The ones that we skip.
I don't know. That's a lot of bonus.
Well, you can just like
Oh,
take
that.
a couple.
Y'all aren't
Do
even.
like half a point.
I don't know. I am going to make you do these last two. These are on there. 11 and 12. Okay? You do not have to do a matrix on this, y'all. This is just if you translate something, you are moving it, and it tells you move it 3 to the left and then where? Down 1. Y'all, all you literally have to do is go 1, 2, 3, and down 1. And there's your new point. I know that one's off the grid just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and down 1. That's your new ordered pair. 1, 2, 3, and down 1. There it is. Okay.
Each letter?
Yeah, for each it says graph the pre-image and its image. So they've already got the pre-image. So they just want us to find the coordinates of these new points. All I took, oops, that's kind of crazy. I took A, B, and C, and I moved every single one of those. I took A and I moved it 3 to the left and 1 down. So I did 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. Okay, and what's its new ordered pair? Yep, negative 1, 2. All right, what's this one's ordered pair? Negative 1, negative 3. Okay, and look, I can column this if I want to. I'll just be looking for the ordered pair. And then the last one, it's off the thing.
Negative 4, negative 5.
Thank you. Negative 4, negative 5. There you go. That's all it wanted. Okay? That's really some geometry. It's more from geometry than from this advanced math. Okay, and then the last one. Do y'all need a second? Okay. Hold on. The last one, what does it tell me to do right here? It says it's increased in size by a factor of 2. That means you are multiplying by what?
2.
Just multiply every single number by 2, and that's your answer. Okay, what's your new coordinates? And you can leave it like this. I would just do 0. What's 5 times 2? 10. Negative 10.
Negative 6.
Yep. 6. Okay, then we get 8, 0, 0,
Negative 8.
and negative 8. Yeah, because we kind of did some of those, right? Where we multiplied. So I felt like y'all could do that one. That's it. That's all it wants. Just multiply by a factor of 2. And we're done.